Hey there, Chuckles.
Oh, hi Twilight.
What exactly are you doing with all these pigeons?
I'm trying to figure out which way is north so I can get back to Ponyville through the northward route. I'm worried I got too far west and I screwed it all up.
Why are you doing that?
It's winter wrap-up, silly. The time when all the ponies work together to turn winter into spring. You plant flowers and get rid of the snow and help all the birds migrate.
I mean, pigeons aren't migratory birds. Why the heck are you helping them migrate?
Shoot. Seriously? Man, that could have saved like 2 weeks.
Yeah, in fact, most birds can survive the cold. You just have to put food out and make some shelters. Canterlot doesn't even do a bird migration.
Well, you don't have Pegasi to fly for the trip.
All we've got is high magic and the best logistical planning tax money can buy.
Gah, who needs planning when you got the fastest Pegasus in the whole world? I just do it so quick that everybody looks at their schedule and they're like, wow, that was faster than I thought planned for.
You're an idiot. Where's the team that zaps the snow away? That's what I usually do.
We don't zap the snow away. Ponyville used to be Earth Pony only, and they haven't gotten rid of a bunch of the old religious laws, so we can't use magic. We just have to shovel it all.
But ponies died following those traditions.
Applejack says that is a point of pride.
Damn it, who is in charge?
I'm in charge of the Pegasus division. See, because there's lots of extra responsibilities and no salary, so everyone just puts the name in the hat. But I kind of like being in charge of this, so I put my name in the hat lots of times.
This sounds catastrophically stupid. How does Ponyville not implode this time of year?
Well, of course it's because we do everything natural in the Earth Pony way, but with a little help from Pegasus stuff.
It's not natural. The whole process is completely unnatural. It's forcing the seasons to change.
Oh, Twilight, have you been hanging around Fluttershy? There's nothing unnatural about subjugating furry little animals. Here, let me sing a song for you. On annual occasion, between the tax evasion, the higher-ups will hire us to clean the snowy nation. We gather up the birdies, and even though they're dirty, we usher all the vermin back to town where they can scurry. We go into the caves where we hope the bears behave, and we prod them with the stick until they wake up mad and daze. Of course, you can't forget the bugs, where they live beneath the rugs, and you've got to go to garden and say good morning to the grubs.
Sash, this is really nothing but a puerile hoax. Studies show that species don't respect these jokes. They can work around whatever plans we make. I think you're simply lost in what is found at stake. You mentioned you don't get any wages, but did you know that there's a committee that takes federal funds and then pays provincial taxes on the profits? I don't suppose you know about pork barrel politics.
Applejack's the one who deals with pigs. But I know that every year all the birds come home. The little ones will sing their pretty songs, and then a hawk will eat their moms. And I guess that is pretty sad, but it's cool, 'cause hawks are cool.
Okay, I feel like we're coming from two totally separate lines of thinking. What I was getting at was not that this is cool, but rather that it's a great big bureaucratic mess that requires a ton of oversight. You shouldn't be in charge just because nobody else wanted to be, and especially not if it's so you can watch hawks eat little birds. If you look at the budgeting and past all the mudslinging, you find little reasons behind the face publishing, but setting aside the sinecure politics of insecure idiots or lugubrious lunatics, there's an optimal level of offering aid for these little creatures that calls to be weighed. Basically, you can screw up their ecosystem something fierce.
Well, the birdies and the bears are made of pretty rough, tough stuff. I think they barely notice if we screwed things up. That's the core convenience of our natural, or whatever is the meaning that I meant to sell. I haven't heard the reason why we have the snows. Maybe there's a chance no pony knows. What I think is most important is that we get things done. And that we get done early, because this isn't fun. Last year I got frostbite from my head to my butt, and I cried and I cried, and they wouldn't let me off early because they thought I was faking. Really, it was because Tuba Sunbather blew off his job moving his cloud, so I took over and got all wet without the special jackets that you need. Now, I try to be nice and everything, but I got all up on his case and he said he'd make it up to me. Like, he'd buy an ice cream cone for me for the spring, but he never did. Maybe he thought I'd forget, but I didn't though. I got frostbite, I went to the doctor and everything. That was a really harsh lesson. I'm never gonna do that again. It wasn't like that in Cloudsdale. Everyone was more aware of the weather, you know.
So what I hear you saying is that the picture you're portraying is administrative messes and a schedule that oppresses you, get zero compensation, not allowed with innovation, and the working that you do is widely free of vindication.
I would say that's pretty stable, and you're grasping what you're able. That the seasonal employment isn't much to my enjoyment, but I'm trapped within the system by a certain lack of wisdom, and I'd make a break if I could just be free from obligation.
If that's the way things are, then I guess I'll hit the bar, and I'll leave you to your labor before I let it get too far. I thought of taking over, but I dropped my damn composure, and it isn't worth the time if there isn't much exposure.
Okay, Twilight. Well, you have a good day, I guess. I'll just stay here and deal with all these pigeons.
Great. If Applejack asks, I'm busting my ass shoveling snow.
Well, she's probably way too busy to find you.
Good.
Twilight Sparkle is not doing what she is supposed to do. Are you absolutely sure that it is Thursday?
Yes, Thrakazad, it's winter wrap-up day.
There is a thing Twilight Sparkle is supposed to be doing. An ordinary thing.
I know, we're all working very hard except for you and the other kids.
Are you sure it is Thursday? Maybe all the ponies have gazed upon the wrong calendar date. The stroke of midnight this Thursday is a perfectly normal, significant date. Twilight Sparkle is to perform a deed.
Thrakazad, if you want to help, why don't you do something yourself instead of focusing on what Twilight is doing? I think I saw Rainbow Dash trying to get a flock of pigeons to adopt some baby cardinals. Why don't you help with that,